Tristan, you can't punch out!
A boulder!
I'm gonna try!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 biggest flexes in Yu-Gi-Oh!
You survived? That's impossible!
Number 10, Atom summons all 3 god cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. We knew Atom would put Yugi through the duel of his life in this epic finale, but none could have foreseen a flex of this scale. Early on in the ceremonial duel, Atom wastes no time in summoning Obelisk to the field against his partner. If you thought this was bad, it gets much worse, as he follows up by summoning both Slifer the Sky Dragon and the Winged Dragon of Ra in his very next turn in a mighty display.
Behold the third Egyptian god!
While Yugi managing to get rid of them with the Magnet Warriors is a flex in itself, Atom summoning all 3 in quick succession truly proved he was the king of games.
Yugi, the true test will now begin!
Number 9. Yuri stomps the Yusho Duel School students. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Upon entering Yusho Duel School, Yuri finds himself challenged to a duel by 5 of its students.
Now then, are you all ready to have some fun?
Instead of taking them on one after another, Yuri decides to challenge them all at once, with each student utilizing a deck that is very reminiscent of the GX era. Unfortunately for the Yusho School students, Yuri easily defeats them one after another thanks to his starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
Next, KO that featherweight!
We guess they just couldn't get their game on.
Lay waste to that catapult cannon!
Number 8. Kaiba predicts the future. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Intervening in the Grand Championship, Kaiba challenges Siegfried to a duel, and in the final stage, the CEO of Schroeder Corp activates magical arms.
Next, I'll activate my magical arms card!
With this spell card, each player must declare how many spells they will use that turn, taking 1000 damage if their prediction is incorrect. With just one card in his hand, Kaiba boldly declares that he will use exactly 4 spell cards during his turn, much to the bewilderment of Siegfried.
I predict I'll use 4 magic cards this turn!
4 cards? Don't you realize you're only holding 1 card in your hand?
Through a series of combos, Kaiba manages to do just that, and if we're being honest, Kaiba's laugh at the end is just as big of a flex. Number 7. Yusei uses Tenzen's deck, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. After getting himself incarcerated and put into the facility, Yusei witnesses a duel between Tanner and Tenzen, with the latter easily defeated and forced to give up his precious deck.
Now get out of here and leave your precious treasures with me!
With Tenzen begging for mercy, Yusei intervenes and challenges Tanner to a duel using the very same worthless deck Tenzen had just been defeated with. Despite never using the deck before, Yusei proves that it's not just the deck that makes the duelist.
So you don't think they're worthless?
No way, this deck is incredible!
He wins the duel without attacking even once, proving that there's no such thing as a useless Duel Monster card. Well, at least within the anime universe.
I don't believe it.
Number 6. Kaiba shows a bully who's boss. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. The Battle City tournament is filled with all sorts of bad guys that need a lesson or two. But in this particular case, Kaiba decided to take things into his own hands.
When you speak to my brother that way, you dishonor me and the Battle City tournament.
After disrespecting his brother Mokuba, Kaiba challenges Koji to a duel, and even gives him a wide selection of powerful cards to boost the power of his deck.
You must use these rare cards to boost the dueling power of your pathetic deck.
But even with all the new rare cards in his deck, it's all for naught, as Kaiba wipes him out instantly with Obelisk the Tormentor. Kaiba didn't have to go that hard against such a lowly duelist, but we wouldn't have had it any other way.
Now I'll use my Egyptian god card on a real opponent. Let's find Yugi.
Now who's the loser?
Number 5. Zero Turn Kill. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Whether it's in the anime or in real life with the TCG, a one-turn kill is incredibly satisfying for any duelist. But Sartorius went beyond that and took this one step further.
I can see the future and I predict this duel will end before my turn.
In his duel against Prince Ojin, it appears the duel is lost for the Society of Light's leader, thanks to Prince's satellite cannon and mischief of the time goddess. However, when the smoke clears, Sartorius survives thanks to his Arcana Force 14. Within the very same turn, Sartorius then plays Ace of Sword, forcing Prince's own satellite cannon to inflict damage on him, resulting in an incredibly rare zero-turn kill.
Sartorius never had a turn, so he won in 0 turns.
Now that's impressive.
Number 4. Pegasus lets a child finish off Bandit Keith. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Imagine making it all the way to the tournament finals, only to lose to a snot-nosed brat who has no idea what he's doing. Well, this is exactly what Maximilian Pegasus did to poor old Bandit Keith.
Hey, what are you doing? Asking for help's illegal!
I don't need help. A child could defeat you, Bandit Keith, and I'm going to prove it.
In the Intercontinental Championship Finals, Pegasus declares to Keith that even a child could defeat him, and calls one from the audience to take his place, with notes on what to do.
Good card, but the note says when you play that, I should play this one in attack mode.
No way!
With just a few simple instructions, the child easily defeats Bandit Keith, ruining his career and leading him to take a very dark path.
Sam is the winner.
Number 3. Infinite Damage Loop. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. How do you deal with a duel that never ends? By countering it with your never-ending loop. In his duel against Roger, Declan soundly defeats him, only for Roger to suddenly return and claim the duel will never end.
Nothing's finished. Did you really think you'd won?
In order to counter this, Declan devises a combo with Chaos King Apocalypse, Servant Nicola, and Swinging Abyss to create a controlled loop, meaning Roger would be instantly defeated every time he returns to the duel.
Roger's gone!
Not for long.
This genius play results in Roger abandoning the duel entirely and leaving Declan the winner. It's no wonder he's the youngest certified duelist ever in the professional circuit.
So when you resurrect, I just do this combo all over and defeat you again. And again. And again. Until the end of time.
Number 2. Yami Yugi overkills Weevil. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. With little Yugi sacrificing his soul to the seal of Orichalcos, Yami Yugi must duel Weevil alone, and to say he's in a bad mood is putting it lightly. When Weevil pulls out a card which he claims contains the soul of Yugi and tears it, Yami Yugi goes into a blind rage.
Yugi's gone forever!
He plays the magic card Berserker Soul and proceeds to constantly attack Weevil every time he pulls a monster card.
Attack again!
Even when Weevil's life points reach 0, Yami proceeds to attack him directly 5 more times until Taya stops him. While this may seem like overkill, Weevil almost certainly deserved it.
Please, Barrel! No more!
Let me go!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here's a few honorable mentions. Kaiba sacrifices God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Kaiba sacrifices Obelisk to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Before I can summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon, I must sacrifice 2 monsters. First, this.
Oh no!
That's right, it's my Egyptian god card!
Ridiculous!
1 turn, 3 kill. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yusei takes out 3 guys all within 1 turn.
He just beat 3 of my men, and all in just 1 single turn?
Joey withstands Ra. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Joey tanks Ra's direct attack, causing fear in Yami Marek.
No! You can't! You should be wiped out by now!
In your dreams!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Chaz destroys North Academy. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. After leaving Duel Academy and losing his deck in the process, Chaz winds up at the rival North Academy, aiming to become its top student. With a brand new deck made up of random cards he finds in the area, Chaz boldly takes on the Academy's challenge of dueling all 50 of its students.
You go bye-bye!
One by one, each student falls to his superior dueling skill, and at one point, he even takes on 4 students at once. Chaz's dueling marathon all comes to an end when he defeats the final top student, Zar, earning his right to be the representative in the inter-school match against Duel Academy. When they said Chaz it up, this is totally what they were talking about. Which flex in Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you think is the biggest? Let us know in those comments below.
Maybe next time, you'll try picking on someone your own size!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.